Hey guys, and welcome to the stream. My name is NG Paradox, and we're here on Bear Island, where the small council has decided that the story with Yeti is over. Our plans had probably were going to fail. My kids had betrayed us, and so we decided to start a whole new series, a whole new story in the Dance of Dragons. And we're going to be playing as the Mormont family. I mean, who doesn't love the bears? Though that picture looks a bit weird. Is it just me or does like his butt look way too big and like his stomach then kind of goes really thin? I don't know, it looks a little bit off to me. Looks like a weird shape, but that's just me. But yes, we're here in Bear Island. We're playing in the Dance of Dragons. So we have the war for the Iron Throne between Targaryen and Targaryen. Who will come out on top? The son or the daughter of King Viserys Targaryen? You silly man. Look what you've done. And of course, we have some very interesting characters. Now, if you don't really know the Dance of Dragons that well, a lot of these characters you might not know, but there are definitely some very interesting characters in this scenario. For example, of course, we have the daughter there, Lady Rhaenyra Targaryen. She has her own dragon, which we can't see just yet. I guess we've got to wait until the thing actually starts, but yes. She's an interesting character. She thinks that she should be the Queen of the Iron Throne. And of course, we also have King Aegon, his first son, who thinks he should be king of the Iron Throne. And he's supported by his wife, Queen Helena, who's also the other daughter of the former king. And then, of course, Rhaenyra, I always can never pronounce her name. She's married to the brother of the former king, Lord Daemon, who himself is a very interesting character. A lot of people really like Daemon Targaryen. Look at all these kids. Does he have a lover? He doesn't have a lover. Okay, just making sure. Wouldn't surprise me if he had a lover or something. We have Sir Aemond One Eye, who a lot of people might love or hate, I guess. We have, yeah. We've also got Prince Daeron, so there's a lot of interesting characters. I say, if you don't know the Dance of Dragons, please go read up on it. It's a really interesting book, really interesting story, but the Civil War is massive. We've got different sides. You've got the Vale on the daughter's side, lots of smaller lords on the daughter's side. You've got the North, you've got the Ironborn, all on her side, and she controls Dragonstone. Then we've got, on the other side, we've got King Aegon, and he has the support of the Westerlands. He's got the support of the Three Daughters, who are a combination of the three lands down here, making their own place. But yes. And a few other smaller lords, like the Hightowers. He has the support of the Hightowers. The Reach is staying out of it because they're just a little kid. We'll make all the important people characters of interest. Dawn, of course, right now is actually still independent. So that's something to keep in mind as well. Then we'll go for the Stormlands. The Stormlands are undecided, and there'll probably be an event for this, if I remember correctly. Let's go for the King. The King! The Iron Throne. He won't be king for long. Not if we can help it. We've got the Westerlands, led by Jason Lannister. And then we have the Trident, led by Grover Tully, who has not made a decision just yet. And then, of course, we have Jane the Maid. If she dies, it goes to Harold of the Bloody Gate. And he's married to this random Vale girl. And there's Joffrey Arryn. And we've got the Ironars with Lord Dalton the Red. Very interesting, Greyjoy right there. And we go up north, and we have Cragen Stark. 28 Marshal. Look at that. Look at that. That's a good amount. His wife was a Nori, but she is dead. She died giving birth to Rickon. Isn't that sad? We want to also have a look at our neighbours, obviously. We got the Glovers just below us. Willis of the Wolfswood. Over here, it's owned by Cragen Stark. And of course, we have over here, we have the Liddell family. Duncan the Liddell, apparently. He is the Liddell, apparently. I mean, his family is called Liddell. And we've got Lord Quent the Whirl of the Wool family. Yeah. Interesting. I like that. Both of them have it. And the knot up here. There you go. Mormonts. Yeah, and we're going to be playing as the Mormonts, of course. Let's have a quick look at our situation. We are Theon Mormont. We have pretty decent marshal. We have pretty good stewardship. We're only a trained fighter. We're zealous, so we really support the old god's faith. We are ruthless. We are ambitious, and we're paranoid. So we're going to be obviously trying to get power, but we are paranoid. Our wife is just a lowborn lady that I fell in love with, possibly. I have Longclaw, obviously, by my side, the ancestral sword of the Mormont family. There we go. Then we've got my children. We have one son, Andrew Mormont, who is an okay marshal, but that's it. Other than that, he's not particularly great. Then we have my daughter, Johnsella Mormont, who's married to a lock, and that's a normal marriage. We have to make sure, that my son has kids. That's going to be our first thing. We've also got two other kids, Winifred Mormont and Lacey Mormont. I have no brothers, just sisters. We got Danny Mormont, who's 33, and we have Rayo Mormont. So no real good people in our family who are great at fighting. Dual skill, ruthless, Longclaw, trained fighter. So yeah, even though we're just a trained fighter, we're a pretty capable fighter. We can hold our own against certain people. Maybe not like Kragan Stark, because he's a badass, but we definitely have to first look to get our son married. So let's go over the situation that we have. Unmarried heir, let's get that done first then. Let's see who we can marry. We could marry a Glover, maybe? Okay, his daughter's already married. Okay, so we can't marry a Glover. My small council, who should I marry? Who should I marry my son to? Could we marry a Stark? Any ideas from the small council? We could marry a Riswell. He's 13, that could be a choice. No, they wouldn't accept. Ah, damn them. Can your sis train a dragon? Can my sister? I'm pretty sure he was at least decent with those. Boltons. Someone wants me to marry the Boltons. I mean, Roderick the Room would be a great one to marry into, if they would let us. No. Matt, you got 3 sons. Why do you need a matrilineal? Someone said Reed. Someone said the Boltons, North clans. We'll have a quick look through and see what choices we have. He does have a daughter to marry. And a 20-year-old. Let's have a quick look at this one. I went for betrothal. I don't know why. No. What about the other daughter then? She's younger. Yes. Okay, so we could marry the Boltons for this girl. Or maybe this one. She's a hunter. She's only 16. Lara Bolton. We could marry into them. The Carstarks then. Let's go. Now, obviously, we are zealous, so I would think he'd stay to the north. He probably wouldn't go down south for a marriage, I think. Yes, we could marry the Carstarks. Okay. So we could marry into them. The Umbers. They have 2 sisters. I wouldn't think they'd let them marry us. Oh, okay, we could marry the sister of the Umber. That might be useful. The Umbers, have strong and stuff in their family. If we have a quick look at the clansmen we have over here. A 5-year-old daughter, maybe a bit too young. 21 wouldn't be too bad. 21 seems okay. We could marry a Wull. Could we marry a Liddle? We have a 2-year-old, but she is a giant, but she's just too young. 47's too old, really. How about the Knots? Your daughter's 37. She's married. You have another daughter who's 26. A little better, but still, she's a bit older than my son. But we could get the Knots, possibly, if we want to. How old's your sister? 46, of course. If we quick look at Mandalese. Oh, Mandalese, obviously, our faith of the 7. I don't think we'd marry that. We've got the Flints, of course, who have a sister at 13. Let's go have a quick look. Forrester, someone says. Betrothal. Yes, so we could marry a Flint and a Reed. We have Willa Reed. She's 28, so she's a little bit older. Not betrothal. Yes, we could marry a Reed. And going back north, I saw someone say a Hornwood. I don't know why people want a Hornwood in particular, but okay, I'll have a look. Nope, we can't marry a Hornwood. Okay, Mike, okay. Small count. Oh, Forrester. Let's go have a quick look at that one then. No daughters. Yeah. How about one of the others? Nope. Okay, well, guys, my small council. We have, if I remember correctly, we had a Wull girl we can marry. We can marry a Knot. if I remember correctly, we could marry one of the Knots. We could marry an Umber. We could marry a Bolton, I think. And I think it was Karstark and a Reed. And, was it not Flint, not Flint. So what does my small council think? What do they think? Can't forget about the three brothers. Big, little, middle, little. Who's the sentinel? This is for you or your son. My son, Flint, Umber, Wull, Umber. We want to secure the island. Umber. So we've got quite a few Umbers there. Umbers. Wow, a lot of Umbers there. Marry one of the High Lords with one of the biggest armies or level of stats. Well, the Umbers are a High Lord. Okay, wow, the small council has been unanimous. They want to see an alliance between the giant Umbers and the bear Mormont. There we go. Okay, fine. Fine, my small council. We'll marry the sister of the Umber to my son. Thank you, my small council. Andrew, you're going to get a nice girl in 1 year's time. In 1 year's time. Unlanded son, we can't give him stuff. Pick an ambition. What do I think we would do? Tame a dragon, of course. No. I think he wants an honorary title for now. He wants to get recognition from the Stark family. That's what he wants right now. Pick an ambition. It's war right now, so we'll pick war. Designated regent. We don't really need it, but I'll just pick my son it, you know. Bodyguards. We have no bodyguards, apparently, at all. Court tutor is the maester, of course. Okay. Her stats were garbage. She hasn't finished her education, you gotta remember. You're 36 and you have 2 sons that are adults? Jesus, dude. There we go, and she needs an education. So Lacey Mormont, she likes brooding, willful, and playful, but she's not finished yet. She's good at intrigue and diplomacy, so I guess etiquette would make the most sense. This girl lacks an education, Winifred Mormont. She likes intrigue, but that's really it. Okay, we'll go for that then. Go for a bit of intrigue then, my young girl. My young girl. Idle councilmembers. Improve the defense just in case Mormont Island does get attacked by someone. Why is he the Justice when this guy's got a 16? This guy's got a 16. Okay, what should we look for? Improve relations or make a claim against the Wolfswood, maybe? How many men do we have? Well, we could get an alliance from the Umbers. That could be useful. Okay, let's make some claims then. Fabricate a claim on... Okay, my small council. Should we fabricate a claim on the Glover family, or should we try and take over the Mountain Clansmen? What does my small council think? What does my small council think? My Justiceer hates my face. I know, it's only -6. I don't think he hates my face. Married to the Karstark with your sis, that could be a good point. Fabricate a claim on the Night's Watch. No, we're not fabricating a claim on the Night's Watch. Clansmen, Mountain Clansmen. The Mountain Clansmen would be easier to take over. So let's have a quick look at the armies. 1,400. Liddles are slightly weaker. So yeah, maybe we should go for the Liddles then. Glovers or Sea Dragon Point once the Starks give it to you. To someone. Well, we'll see if they do give it to someone, but for now, we'll fabricate a claim on Pine's End. Everyone's saying the Mountain Clansmen. Thank you, my small council. Next, then, train troops or train children. How good are you training children? You don't seem to be that good at it. No, 2%. He's not good at training kids. Well, my son's already grown up. My daughters, I guess we just won't teach to be that good at fighting. Treasurer. Collect taxes. We need money at the beginning of the story. Spy Master's fine. Maester serve the court. And wow, our priest is terrible. For someone like me who's zealous, I have a terrible priest. I mean, I don't want you to do anything, but I guess perform charity. There you go. Just, would you say the Liddles have a little army? Now I feel bad. Okay, I think we're fine with that. Perfect. Okay, so let's let time go by then. We will support the Starks in their war. The Starks march south to fight Targaryens. Kragan Stark. Can he lead the Starks to glory? And who will win in the Dance of Dragons, guys? Place your bets, guys. Who's going to win? Will it be the king or the queen? Who will come out on top? She's got her own little crown just there. But Aegon doesn't want to be outdone with his own little one just there. He, of course, has all the crowns, apparently. And, of course, Blackfire. A quick look at his sister. And his sister, she actually has Jaehaerys crown. I'm glad they gave that to her. And of course, Daemon has Dark Sister. Of course he does. Of course he does. The King and the North. Well, apparently we're not king just yet. We're not doing that yet. News from Griffin's Roost, my lord. During the war on the Iron Throne, the dragon riders, Sir Hugh Hammer, rider of Vermithor. So remember, if you don't know, the queen over here in Dragonstone, she didn't have many dragon riders. The King Aegon, he had far more dragon riders than she did. So she needed more dragons to make sure she could win the war. So she tried to get people to come and attempt to tame the dragon if they felt they could do it. And so a lot of dragon spawn, bastards maybe of dragons like Targaryens or other houses tried to tame the dragons, and some of them were successful, such as Hugh Hammer. So Hugh Hammer, rider of Vermithor, and Prince Aemond One-Eye, rider of Vhagar. Now, Vhagar is a big dragon. Met in fierce combat, driving their dragons to tear at each other here in... It's not even a big battle. Look, it's a tiny battle. Prince Aemond and Vhagar prevailed, killing Vermithor. So Aemond One-Eye, he went to battle. He only has one eye, from as his name would tell you. Aemond, I always think, is a really interesting character because he's not the king, but he has an interesting history with the other characters due to his one eye stuff. And he's a badass, really. Maybe not the nice guy, but still. But he's come out on top. Hugh Hammer lost, and he died. Hugh Hammer was killed by Aemond Targaryen in an epic dragon duel. So he lost his life. Vermithor the Bronze Fury, 97 years old, and it's a strong 84 martial dragon, lost against Vhagar. And look at that, 180. Now, Vhagar is stronger because it's wounded. So actually, it should have about 94 martial. So Vhagar is a badass dragon, but he's currently wounded. So if he gets into another battle, that could be very dangerous for him. But he's killed his own child. Vhagar killed its own baby. That's a shame. That is actually quite a shame. Created the High Lordship of Stony Shore. Okay. Your wisdom and mercy are legendary. Wait. Your wisdom and mercy are legendary. I reject your insulting suggestion. What? Why? What happened? Why can't... I thought we could marry your sister. No? What about your other sister, then? No? Guys, they turned us down. Well. Guys, who should we, who should we... Okay, small council. I need a new choice. We need a new choice of marriage. There was Boltons. There was Karstarks. There was, the World family. He broke the betrothal. That's a shot. Get yourself a Bolton. Murder the Umbars. Karstark. There was the Reeds, of course, down here as well, if I remember correctly. Bolton, Lara Bolton. A lot of people saying Boltons. The Osgreys, Miriam. Bolton. One person said Flint there. We've got Lara Bolton, some people are saying. I mean, there's not much difference, is there? Okay, let's go for Lara Bolton. I'd rather just go for the oldest one. Celine Bolton. She's actually good at something. Plus, she's higher in the inheritance. Actually, I don't think we can get Celine, can we? I don't think they'd let us marry. Let's go to the first one we can get, I'd say. Iona, arrange the marriage. We are loyal to the Starks. No? Okay, what about Lara? No. What? We can't marry them? What is going on these days? What? Guys, I don't know what we can do. What does the small council think? Again, we need another one, guys. A new choice. News from Griffin's Roost, my lord. During the war on the Iron Throne, the dragon riders Sir Lucerys Valerion, rider of Arax, and Prince Aemon Targaryen, rider of Vhagar. So Lucerys tried to take it down. He saw an opportunity to take down Vhagar. He said, look, it's wounded. The hammer maybe died, but he wounded it. Let's go. And they met in fierce combat. But Vhagar prevailed, and the small dragon of Arax, though nimble, in the end died. What happened to Lucerys? And Lucerys Valerion survived. He's not even injured. Look at that. Lucerys Valerion, wow. So Lucius was the second son of the queen. So there we go. But Vagar survived once again. Still wounded. Aemond. Oh, he's been burnt apparently. I think he was burnt in this combat, not the one before. Luke was a dumbass. I mean, he was brave, you know, you got to give him that in this combat. Maybe the car sucks. I think some people were saying, let's go see what we can get here. Neither's really better than the other. No, maybe the younger one they might let us marry. No. Well, there you go. Apparently no one wants to marry us. Wow, I'm very... Reeds, would you even marry us now? Well, she's married, so I don't think we get the Reeds either. Guys, my small council, who do we marry? There's no one who will marry me. No. Okay, let's just have a quick look. Okay. Okay, son, let's see who's willing to marry you. Let's go through and find some old gods faithful. Let's go through. Okay, that's faith of the 7. Okay, old gods. There's only a few old gods. What? We've got a Blackwood, a Glenmore. Ooh, a Glenmore. We've got a Stout. We've got a Locke, who we're already kind of married to. And he could marry his own aunt. A Slate, another Mormont, and that's it. Wow, they're the only ones who actually marry us. Well, I would say based upon these, we should marry Blackwood. Okay, my small council. Should we marry the Blackwoods? Should we marry the Glenmore? The Stout? Or should we marry the Locke? One of these 4. What does the small council think? Yeah, one of those ones. Has to be. Wincest, Whirl, Glenmore. Oh, there was the Whirl. Let me go check that out in a second. Locke, Blackwood, Blackwood. Because Blackwoods are, you know, they're still the same religion. They're just down south a bit. Glenmore. Blackwoods, people are saying. Get those good archers. I'm assuming that's about the Blackwoods, of course. The Wolves did have the sister, didn't they? Let's check that. They did say before... Why am I saying betrothal? What is wrong with me? No, they wouldn't give it to us now. Wolves would not give it to us. Glenmore. Seems to be between the Glenmores and the Blackwoods. I need to see more support, guys. My council, I need your aid right now. Glenmores or Blackwoods? What was the small council thinking? Mr. Mormont, your Theon can't make a decision. They're both lovely people. Riddlewater Crossing. That'd be a Northman, but, you know, this one's still old gods. Nobody respects the Mormonts. Yet, you're right there. They don't. Must be the Bargarians starting with tradition of incest. Blackwood for prestige. Okay, I think most people said Blackwood. Let's go for Blackwood then. And there we go. Blackwoods. Be right back. Okay, so we are getting the Black. We needed to get my son married because we needed him to have children. Lord Theon, I regret to inform you that I've decided to remove you from the position of the council. What? But this is what? We're being disrespected by the Starks. What is going on? But he did accept. Alician Blackwood has joined us at our court. My son is now married. And we could get some alliances from our children. So that is a good point. We could get an alliance from our kids. How about we try and marry into the Umbers anyway? Oh, they have no kids. They have no sons, do they? They have no sons, so we can't marry that. He doesn't have a wife. We could marry the Boltons, guys. So, tell me my small council, should we marry the Boltons to my daughter to give us a nice little alliance, just in case wars do come? What does the small council think? I would love to know what the small council thinks. Murder them all. So, just because they won't let me marry their children, let's murder them all. Murder them all. I'll see what the small council says. Yes, for your family's honor. Wait. You know, I'm actually going to slightly move the chat. I think it's a little bit low today. Let's put it like there. Bolton, sure, especially since the Stark was rude to you. Okay, a lot of people saying we should. Let's get a nice little alliance there. Wickenden created the High Lordship. Andrew Mormont and Alician Blackwood have gotten married. Customary to pay the dowry. I think we want respect right now. People respect wealth. Let's get some respect in. No one respects us right now. Let's marry into the Boltons. We can get a nice little alliance there. We can always break it if we need to, if they won't give us an alliance. My daughter was married to the Locke family. Can we get an alliance? No. Okay, so we can't get an alliance from them. Blackwoods. No as well. Well, isn't that sad? Love and Cake Gaming is now hosting my stream with 10 viewers. Thank you so much, Love and Cake Gaming. Peter Baelish appreciates it, as he appreciates money. As much as he does. Betrothal between them, very nice. Alliance, no. People just don't like me. People just don't like Theon. What's going on? What to know what people respect? Whales? How's our whale harvesting coming? Well, I guess in the north we possibly could be. Let's have a quick look at south. It's going to be hard to tell because they've both got the Targaryen flags. My lord, since I've arrived in Bear Island, there's never been a shortage of soldiers. Good job, Theoden. Good job, Theoden. Create the High Lodge with the bite. Okay. History is a subject that has always fascinated you, and you spent the last few weeks studying the campaigns of Jon and Rickard Stark, kings in the north. There are many lessons to be learned from how they drove out the raiders and of raiders landing in the east going to annex the neck to the kingdom of the north. I should devote my time to this. Now, is the Reach doing anything right now? The Reach is still not getting involved in the war. He's only a 0-year-old, you know. It's not really a good time for him. The war is at -1%. The Stormlands decided to join Princess Rhaenyra. Oh, defending against her. Oh, he joined the king. So Lord Paramount Boris Baratheon has joined the king in his defense. And news from Dragonstone. There's a fight in Dragonstone. My lord, during the war in the Iron Throne, the Dragon Riders Baela Targaryen, Rider of Moondancer, and the Queen Helaena Targaryen, Rider of Dreamfire, met in fierce combat. Driving their dragons to tear each other relentlessly, Queen Helaena and Dreamfire prevailed. I mean, you have to expect that. She did get wounded, though, the Queen. The Queen has been slightly wounded. Her dragon Dreamfire has also been wounded, but that's, you know, it's a pretty good dragon, 96 years old. It's a strong one. Moondancer's just a baby. It's just a baby. As well as Baela Targaryen, who has been burnt. And she's been captured. She's been imprisoned by the Queen and King. They've actually captured Rhaenyra's daughter. No, that's not her daughter. Who is she again? Oh, yeah, she's Daemon's oldest daughter, isn't she? Huh, this is going pretty terribly for the Blacks. It could be, we'll have to wait and see. Oh, news from Dragonstone, another fight. During the war, Jacaerys Valerian, Rider of Vermax, and Queen Helaena Targaryen, Rider of Dreamfire, met in fierce combat. Dreamfire prevailed again. So they keep trying to take it. They keep trying to take it down. Jacaerys, what's going on with these Valerian kids? You know, Lucerys and now Jacaerys. They just think they can take on all of the. They just think they can take on everyone. But Jacaerys is alive. He survived it as well. He's got back home. He was not captured. But Vermax has been killed. Another young dragon dead. What a dance that must have been. So that's the thing, you know. For the Queen, obviously, the problem that she has is the fact that a lot of her dragons are weaker. That's why she tried to get some of the dragon spawn, tame some dragons. So hopefully they could help her. Because the King had some quite powerful dragons on his side. And he, of course, has Sunfire the Golden. Though it is wounded. Has been wounded. And you see here in the fight that that's our allies. They're fighting the enemy there. Good job. Rhaenyra Targaryen received a beautiful new testimony of the mushroom. What? Oh, yeah, mushroom. The jester. I completely forgot. There you go. Okay. So mushroom's a little testimony. That's awesome. Completely forgot about him. I didn't realize there was a book for him in the game. The Ironborn are there as well. Aegon the Ironars has inherited the castle of the Dragon Gate. That's fine. The Ironborn kind of jumped in maybe a bit too soon. They had lots of men, but they just don't have the morale jumping off their boats. NG, are you fighting for the Blacks? We are supporting the Starks, and the Starks are supporting the Queen. So yes. Didn't Mushroom basically call Rhaenyra a whore? That's why she took it. Your reports from Bear Island that his charity work on your behalf is proceeding well. Oh, he actually did something. You actually did something with 0 learning? How did you do it, Carlon? How did you do it? Ugh. Yeah, I'm not currently fighting. I didn't go down south, you know. Kragan Stark did not take me with him, but he's in Greywater Watch. He's not got down there just yet. The North is making their way down. Can they get there in time to help out? We're at 32% though, guys. But news from Bywater. So here in Bywater, as we can see, right here, the war in Dragonstone. The Dragon Riders, Prince Aemon Targaryen, Ryder and Vhagar, and Lord Daemon Targaryen. So Daemon versus Aemon. That's the battle people want to see. Ryder of Caraxes met in fierce combat, driving their dragons to tear at each other relentlessly. Lord Daemon and Caraxes prevailed, killing Vhagar. So Caraxes, the Bloodworm, he killed Vhagar. That is very difficult. You know, Vhagar, like I said, is a massive dragon. It's the oldest dragon, probably the most powerful dragon of this age. And he was killed. Now, this is probably thanks to Hugh the Hammer and, of course, that Valerian boy for trying to kill this dragon. They wounded it, allowing Caraxes maybe to have a chance to kill it. But Caraxes has been maimed. It was a tough battle for him, but he came out of it. But he's still heavily damaged. But what happened to Aemond One-Eye? Aemond One-Eye has been burned and he has been captured. This is a massive blow for the king. Because, number one, he lost his brother, who's now been captured, but he's also lost the most powerful dragon. And now Caraxes is a strong dragon, but he's wounded right now. But yes. How's Daemon? Daemon has been wounded. That's it. So there we go, Daemon. Wow, could he win? If they win, it's down to Daemon, I would say. If they end up winning, it's going to be down to Daemon. New silk shroud has been gained. Look at that lovely thing. Rumored to belong to the renowned Mengo Chen of the Glittering God, 3rd Jade Green Emperor of Yi Ti. Well, who was the original owner? Lord Corley's the Sea Snake. I got it off him. Okay. Let the dragons die so the bears can rise. But what just happened? What happened? Did they capture her? Rhaenyra, did they just capture her? I'm assuming she was just captured, and so she was forced to lose the war. She was winning. She was winning the situation. Well, looks like we're going back north then. Starks, let's head home. The Starks didn't even get down south. They just headed back home. So Aemond One-Eye has died. Vhagar's dead, but the war's over. It's already over, guys. Wow. He took all her lands. He took everything from her. Her life, her soul. It's all gone. But Lord John of Mistlewood does not like his punishment, so he wants independence. They usurped the High Lordship of Duskendale. The king is not happy. Apologies if I sound weird or I mispronounce things right now. Like I say, I'm slightly ill, and I can't seem to talk properly today. The Deadens also don't like their punishment. Roland of the Crag does not like his punishment either. He took away the lordship of Stockworth from the Stockworth family. Poor Stockworths. Has declared war for Westmarch independence. Everyone's unhappy here. Crackle Baron independence. Straits of Tarth independence. Kragan of the North has declared his independence. He does not like the punishment. Maybe he was planning to take away his North. And so we have a king in the North. We're going to have a king in the North, guys. Rosby independence. Usurp the title lordship of Westbrook from the Westbrooks. Okay. A lot of things going on down there in the Reach. The Crossing, war for independence. So there we go. Guys, there's a lot of independence wars right now. A lot of people not happy with the king. But some people will support him and protect him. Only a few people, but none of the Lord Paramounts are getting involved, it looks like. Not yet. The other Lord Paramounts are kind of saying, let's not get involved just yet. She's been imprisoned by the king. She's married to another Aaron. He was not put in jail. Interestingly. Huh. Dalton the Red Kraken. How did you escape? I guess he let him bend the knee. But if we go north, will we have a king in the north, guys? There we go. We have King Kragan Stark. Our king in the north. Now, obviously, we're going to like this because, obviously... Well, you even got the Crown of Winter? What? Oh, yeah, I guess the Targaryens have that. But of course, the Mormonts were like this. We are a zealous family, and we're ambitious. And so having the Starks go independent, we think probably is a good thing. No longer with these faith of the seven, people of the South tell us what to do. We will fight for our own glory. How many men do we have? 19,000. This could be difficult. He got remarried to an Ashwood. Could he have more babies? NG, lead the bears to King's Landing. Have to wait and see. Delana. Okay, my lord, your daughter responded very well to my tuition. She's gained 2 diplomacy. Good job, Lacey Mormont. Good on you. Let's have a quick look. Anyone helping him? Okay, a lot of smaller lords. Laygood, Southstone, the Westerlands, the Stormlands, and the Trident. So the Westerlands, Jason Lannister is supporting the king. Grover the Old Tully is supporting the king. And we have Boros Baratheon also supporting the king. Now, for now, though, we don't have to fight them, because they're going to take down these wars one at a time. What order are we in? When is the North? The North is the 3rd one. We've also got Diaden supporting us as well, which is kind of a surprise. Diaden, the Brune family have joined us, apparently. Don't know why. I can't see a good reason. Okay, that's fine. But we head north. They've lost their biggest dragon, Vhagar. It's our time to shine. Go, Kragan. Go, Barbara Ashwood and his wife. Let's head down south. I wish he'd take me with him, but apparently he doesn't trust me. What is my... I've got no job. I haven't got a position on the council. I haven't got anything. High Lordship of the Blackwood, we could push that claim. I don't think there's much point in that. No point in that at all. And Rosby has already been defeated. So Rosby is already out for the count. He usurped the High Lordship of Rosby. He could take this all away from them, actually. From Alliance, no. Any strong dragons that they have maimed. They have a bear paw as their coat of arms. Must be a secret Mormont. I'm using Sprite Zero as the chaser, and it tastes sort of like Alka-Seltzer. My lord received word from that the dragon Caraxes has died. So Caraxes, he was maimed in the battle with Vhagar, and in the end he died. Poor story. Daemon Targaryen is currently in the lands. He's currently in the King's Landing. He's had to bend the knee to King Aegon for the good of his wife, and now that his dragon's dead, he doesn't have the strength to stop him, maybe. And his son, first son, died of stillborn. Baela, his daughter's also in jail as well. So I guess, yeah, he needs to help her. A sad, sad story. A sad story indeed. But yes, One Eye has been released. So Aemon One Eye has been released. He has no dragon, but he has been released. He's marrying a Baratheon girl. A legend fades. There's another dragon gone. So really, it's only... The King's Dragon is kind of one of the big ones. And the Queen. Dreamfire is one of the big ones right now, I'd say. A quick look at the dragons. And who's on the King's Guard, actually? That could be a good idea. Who are the dragons left? We have... Oh, Nettles. Yes, of course. Located in Riverrun. Ah, so Nettles is in Riverrun. Let's give a quick look. Not Rich Man is now following. Thank you so much for following. Welcome aboard our band of brothers. But we should have Nettles over here in Riverrun. Is this where she is? Is this where she's hiding after the war? Yes, so Nettles is actually... What? Wait. Grover Tully, after the war, I guess, you know, they had Nettles, the king, and he was like, what do we do with this girl? She's a dragon. What do we do with her? And Grover was like, let me marry her. I'm a good man. I will support the throne if you let me marry her. And so they did, and they've got married. Wow, okay. Is he making a move for the Iron Throne? Is that what's going on here? Okay, so we've got Nettles, actually, with Sheep Stealer. Sea Smoke, Adam Valerian. I always like Sea Smoke. Dreamfire. That one. Darren. Yeah, Tesseron, Sunfire. Silverwing, of course. Ulf White has Silverwing still. He's located in the Painted Valleys. He's escaped. So some of them have escaped. A couple of them have escaped and gone different places. Located in Deadington. Okay, she's leading men, probably. Tame a Dragon. There are some wild dragons about, you know. Cannibal. Grey Ghost. I'm not sure if we can do that. But yes, got a grandkid yet. Yeah, maybe if we have a grandkid, maybe we could think about it. But until then, I don't think we'd be able to tame one anyway. My child needs an education. What does she like? She likes fighting. She likes intrigue. She likes money. She's only good at diplomacy, but she doesn't like it. So we'll go for the intrigue thing. That's the only other one she's good at. You must tame Grey Ghost. When you say must, I mean, that's a strong word to say. The King's Guard, NG, yes. Yes, of course. The White Book. Who survived? So we have Laurent Marbrand. He is currently in jail by the High Magister of the Three Daughters. Okay. We also have Tyland Lannister. We have Willis Frell. We have Rickard Thorne. Wenfred Thorne. That's a really good one, actually. And we have Arik Cargill. And the Lord Commander, Kristen, the Kingmaker Cole. 48 years old, 20 martial. Can lead a lot of good men. So he did survive. The true account of Adam of Duskendale. The true one. What happened to the fake one? What quality of education? The best. The best. It's my daughter. Of course we'll give her the best. Let's go, Starks. The King of the North must gain his independence from these lowly Southerners. I say lowly because they are lower than us, down the world. Can you rename a dragon and call him Joran the Wild Bear? But what is this? Oh my. Travelers bring rumors of fire and blood. They say that Sunfire has been slain by Alan Tarley. Alan Tarley has killed the dragon. He slew it with Heart's Bane, driving the sword through the heart of Sunfire the Golden, the dragon of the king himself. And Aegon has actually been burnt in the battle. That is massive. That's a massive result right there. Wow, what a badass. So brave. Wow, 66 years old, guys. Think about it. A 66-year-old man killing a dragon. That is impressive. The dead ends have been taken down. One by one, everyone's getting taken down. There's still quite a few left, though, but as long as if the Freys lose, they'll all come after us next. Aegon is now known as the Tormentor. He has no dragon. His wife's dragon's really the main one. Yeah, Helena's really the main dragon for him then. We've also got Nettles, of course, down here. Never one bites the dust. Yep, that's why we call it a Dance of Dragons. A lot of dragons died in this time period. But actually, less dragons have died in this one, I think, actually, in the real timeline. My liege, my work in Pine's End has come to fruition. Use it. Well, there we go, guys. We have gained a claim on Pine's End. If only we had an ally, Boltons. If only you could give us the alliance. I can't get it from them just yet. We need another alliance. Maybe I should marry my daughter to someone else. Maybe like the Knot family? Yeah, if we marry my other daughter to the Knot. Lacey? Maybe because they're a smaller family, they might be willing to join us. He's got 800 though. What about Flint's here? 900? What about Norrie? 900 as well. Well, that's quite a lot actually. Nope, that one's betrothed. This one's too young. Let's go with this one. Now I'm ruthless. Let's marry them and see if we get the alliance. And if, yeah, and then we can break the alliance later when they help us take it. Yes, let's do that. Because our guy, our guy is ruthless. He's willing to do anything he can to get the lands he wants, and this would be important. Because we've got a big war going on. Craig and Stark will probably not tell me to stand down. We have other things to deal with. No! Are you kidding me, Mr. Well? Frazen. But the Lady Paramount of the Vale, Jane the Maid, has been beheaded by the king, Aegon. Aegon, after losing Sunfire, his own dragon, he got upset. He was angry. He needed someone to punish for what happened. And he had Jane Arryn, so he executed her over his anger for the loss of his dragon. That's a sad story. And the new Lord Paramount is Harold Arryn, whose heir is his own son, Joffrey Arryn, who's married to a lowborn girl, and they have Jonathan Arryn. We can't get any allies. And we have no money, so we can't go attack her just yet. We gotta wait for our money to go up. There's not a big difference with our men. That worries me. But let's go back down south. We've got 13,000 men just there. King Daemon has declared King Daemon's claim on the Iron Throne. Daemon is ready to take the throne for himself. His wife is in jail. His own niece. So he wants to take it for himself. How many men? He's got 12,000 men. And he thinks now that Aegon's lost his dragon, and obviously he lost his dragon, now is the time. I could take a loan, but not just... There's no point. It's only 3 gold. It wouldn't make much difference. So it's all going off at the moment. Alan the Dragon Slayer has been captured. So Alan Tarly has been captured by the king. What will happen to him? Will they let him bend the knee, or will they execute him for... Nope, of course, yep. We kind of should have expected that. He has beheaded Alan Tarly the Dragon Slayer. Of course he did. I mean, what did you expect? His son, Osbert Tarly, though, has taken the mantle. And his wife is 50. Oh, he's 49, actually. Yeah, they're quite old. But that's fine. No, not Alan. I know. Alan had a really good story. He killed a dragon. What an amazing thing. The Crossing has been defeated. They've lost the High Lordship of the Crossing. The testimony of Mushroom Aegon received was destroyed. His sister's still alive, so we didn't get it from her. And what was that? Grim was died. Is people joining the war? And here we go. Okay, a lot of people now joining the side of the king. But there's lots of small lords, not the big lords. None of the big lords are joining this war yet. But will they join now? And here we go. We've got the Westerlands. And a lot of other smaller lords joining him. Sorry. 37% though in favor of us, which is good. But yeah, things aren't going to look great here. This gives us more chance to kill other people. There we go. The Riverlands has joined now. All the king's supporters are starting to join the war. There we go. Travelers bring rumors of fire and blood. They say that Tyraxes has escaped from Joffrey Valerian. Oh dear, he got wounded. So Joffrey Valerian, Tyraxes. Okay, he's hurt him there. Is our Lord a Lannister? Look at his hair. Look at all these. Look at all this. Look at all the enemies. Kragan Stark has his work cut out for him. But can he do? He's already got 45%. He just needs to get some good battles underneath him and not choose stupid battles, and he could win. Rosby was beheaded in the end. He lost his lands, and he was beheaded. News from King's Landing, my lord. Princess Rhaena Targaryen, the daughter of Daemon, who's still in King's Landing. She has hatched a dragon called Bradian, who is a fertile little dragon. Well, there you go. Daemon, where are you? Narrow Sea. Okay, so Daemon is actually currently, I think, like here in King's Landing. Yeah, he's in the western Blackwater Bay. And as his boats came in sight of King's Landing, Aegon knew now was the time. And, oh, he didn't kill her. She just died in the dungeon, but he did blind her. Looks as though he blinded her, and she died during the torture. A sad day for everyone. And her dragon, of course, goes off. Daemon, he was going to be very upset. He's widowed now. He's possessed, apparently. He's possessed, apparently. I'm not sure why. But there we go. And her children, where are they? They are all in King's Landing. Oh no, Adam Valerian with his dragon has escaped to Volantis with sea smoke. Okay, that's pretty cool. So not all of her kids are captured right now. Some of them did escape. We'll let our money go back up a bit. She was blinded before she died. Such a shame. Travelers bring rumors of fire and blood. They say that Dreamfire has been slain by King Daemon Targaryen. Can you believe it? Daemon Targaryen. He's marched in to He's in King's Landing right now. And the Queen, with one of the biggest dragons left these days, she went out to fight him. And Daemon slew the dragon with Dark Sister. What the? He killed Vhagar with his dragon. He was brave enough to take on Vhagar. Even if it was wounded, that's still brave. And now he just took on Dreamfire on his own. Wow. Did he capture the queen? Did he get the queen? Nope. Helena did escape, but she is severely injured. And she's one-eyed now. Her and her brother, both one-eyed. What's with all the badass dragon slayers? I don't know, but it's Daemon. The fact it's Daemon as well, and he's only wounded. He only got wounded during that fight. Is pretty incredible. His little girl, though, did get burned. Oh, look at that. She tried to be brave girl, but it was too much. She shouldn't have been so brave. Aegon would be next, but so brave. We're at 52%. Seems I was wrong. Oh, and look at that. The Tullys are fighting, but I'm assuming they have a dragon. I bet that's Nettles, isn't it? It's probably Nettles. That's why he keeps... Yep. The reason Grover Tully keeps pushing back the Northmen is because Nettles is fighting for the Riverlands and the king, it looks like. After many months studying the campaigns of Jon and Rickard Stark, you've acquired many fascinating insights and gained new wisdom in military matters. You realize the art of war might be well worth studying. Well, that's good. I shall be a master of strategy. So we've been pushed back north again. Travelers bring rumors of fire and blood. They say that Princess Baela Targaryen now rides Syrax. So Baela Targaryen, the brave girl that she is, even though she lost her other dragon, she got burnt and stuff, she decided to tame a different dragon of Syrax. And that's a good dragon. You're 48 Marshal. That's big, but she's underneath the control of Aegon the Tormentor. That means she's going to help. That means she's going to help him against her own father. Oh dear. Someone wants to kill my wife? Why would someone do this?